morning everybody, happy Thursday, and welcome back to my channel, or hi if you're new here. My name's Katie. I'm about to head to work. If you don't know, I work as a copywriter in downtown Denver, and Thursdays are my last day of the week, and I work on Fridays, and I get off at 2 p.m. today, so I figured I would just start the vlog now. Oh yeah, I'm filming a reading vlog this weekend because I've been doing a lot of lifestyle content and I miss like just strictly reading vlogs. I feel like I've been neglecting reading lately because I just have so many other things going on, which is totally fine, but this weekend I want to really dedicate to reading, especially because this weekend is literally the end of the month. Today is the 27th, and then the last day of the month is Sunday. Yeah, and so I want to try and use this weekend to the best of my ability to knock out the rest of my TBR for this month, because I've still read a ton this month, but I kind of went off track and I ended up reading things that weren't on my TBR, as you do. But I still really want to read everything that I had originally set out in my June TBR video. So I'm starting the vlog now because I'm going to be reading throughout the day, so then when I update you later you won't be surprised. I'm currently listening to the audiobook for, I think it's called The Towering Sky. It's the last book in the 1000th Floor series by Catherine McGee. I only have like, I want to say like 3 hours of that audiobook left, and I listen to it on the train to work. I listen to it while I'm at work if I have nothing to do, and then I listen to it on the way back too. So I think I'll finish that today before I get home. And then I'm halfway through 100 Days of Sunlight by Abby Emmons. I'm reading that on my Kindle, so I really want to finish that as well. And then there were only 2 other books that were on my TBR, but I haven't started either of them yet. So we'll see if I can start and finish those this weekend. That's my goal. We shall see. I'm gonna see if I can push myself to actually finish them. The other books on my TBR were Crashing the A-List by Summer Heacock and Maybe You Should Talk to Someone. I can't remember who the author is for that one. But yeah, I might end up straying from that and reading something else. I definitely want to read Crashing the A-List, but Maybe You Should Talk to Someone. It's a book I really want to enjoy, but I'm not really in the mood for it right now, so I might pick up something else instead. But anyway, I need to go. I need to go make my train to get to work on time, but I thought I would start the vlog now. I also have my live show on Sunday. If you don't know, I run a book club over my Patreon page, and we have our live show discussion for An Ember in the Ashes on Sunday. So I'm very excited about that. So it's gonna be a lot of reading stuff this weekend. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the vlog. Hey guys! So I was just getting ready for bed, and then I realized that I filmed the intro clip for this vlog today and then never updated you. Basically, I got home from work and then I ended up working on my own writing and my own book stuff for the majority of this afternoon, so that's why there wasn't really anything to update you on. I finished The Towering Sky while I was at work today, and I did not like this book. I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. If you've been around for a while, you've probably heard me talk about this series a lot. I really enjoyed the first 2 books in this trilogy, and I recommended the first book pretty hard. I know a lot of you told me that you picked up this series because of me, and this last book in the series was such a disappointment for me for a lot of different reasons. Honestly, I think the main problem is I'm just kind of over it. I feel like the first book was pretty strong, the second book was still really enjoyable, the third book, it was just like more of the same. It was unnecessary, it was a series that was drawn out past its time, you know? If you don't know what the series is about, it's this futuristic New York where the entire city of New York is in this tower that's 1,000 floors high, and your like ranking in the society is based on your floor, so like the top people in the hierarchy live on the highest floors, that kind of thing. And this last book in the series is like over 450 pages long, and nothing happens in this book. Literally, we got to the end and I was trying to think about like what happened in this book. It was such a basic plot, and somehow it got stretched out to 450 pages for a conflict that could have been solved in 20. It was ridiculous. The plot twist in here was laughably predictable. By the end, I was just waiting for it to happen because I was like, I know exactly what's gonna happen. Is this actually gonna surprise anyone? Yeah, I just really was not into this. The writing also kind of stuck out to me more in this book. I don't know if it was present in the first 2 books and I just like didn't really pay attention to it because I've listened to this series mostly on audiobook, but I really don't like the writing in here. It's overly descriptive and it's very repetitive. That's the biggest problem with this book. The plotting and the descriptions, like everything about this book was so repetitive. So there's my little mini rant review for this book. I was not a fan, and I think it has more to do with I'm just over this series. I really liked the first 2 books, but I don't think this needed to be a trilogy. Honestly, I don't think this needed to be a series. It should have just stayed the first book. That happens with a lot of series, but this book definitely solidified that opinion for me. So yeah, I'm still reading 100 Days of Sunlight. My iPad is dead, so I can't see where I was. But it looks like I might be going out of town this weekend actually, so I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done. I'm hoping. I guess we'll just have to see. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. My dad drove my car, so now the seat's all messed up. I have the day off from work, but I'm still up bright and early because I have a doctor's appointment. I'm pretty sure they're gonna take blood, so I'm just really not looking forward to it, but I'm leaving a little bit early so we can go get a Starbucks first. And I forgot to charge, oh, I forgot my ring. I forgot to charge my iPad last night, so I can't bring that with me to read 100 Days of Sunlight. I really want to finish that book. But I did bring Crashing the A-List with me to start. I haven't even started this yet, so I can read that in the waiting room and whatnot. So I just got out of the doctor and that was so rough. For one thing, they messed up my coffee order. I'm usually not too picky with my coffee. I'll drink just about anything, but I think like one of the ingredients is like bad in here or something. Like it's really bad, like I can't drink it. So I'm gonna throw it away. And then I had to get my blood drawn as I thought I would. And I hate getting my blood drawn. It's not even like my fear of needles. I've kind of gotten over that because I've had to get my blood taken so many times over the years. That's just kind of what happens when you're a sick person. But I also have like, my veins aren't good for taking blood. So they always struggle trying to take my blood. And I always get really lightheaded and I feel like I'm gonna pass out no matter what I do. And so the guy was struggling so hard to get my blood, and I warned him ahead of time. I was like, people struggle. This arm is usually better, but like it's hard for people. And he's like, oh no, I got this. Your arm, it looks fine. And then he like put it in and he's like, oh, and he's like fishing the needle around in my arm and I'm just sitting there. And it goes on for like 2 minutes of him like fishing the needle in my arm and he can't get any blood to come out. And at one point I'm like, I'm gonna pass out. He was like, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm like, I'm gonna pass out now. So he had to like take the needle out of my arm and let me sit there for a while and let like me feel like I wasn't gonna pass out. And then someone else had to come in and try again, and then she got it on the first try. So now my arm is gonna be really bruised from all of that. And I just feel really shaky, and that just was not fun. But I did start, I guess I should start driving home. I started the book. I only got like 10 pages in, but I really like the writing style. It's like a very humorous kind of writing style, so I think I'm really gonna like the book. Hey guys, so it's actually Saturday at 7 p.m. I literally just got home. I was out of town for like a whirlwind impromptu trip, but I managed to get some reading done, so I figured I would update you. This clip is like really dark. Hold on, I think that's a little bit better. So yeah, we'll start with the book that I'm the furthest along in. I read a little bit more of 100 Days of Sunlight by Abby Emmons. I am now 49% of the way through. This is the one book that I really want to finish this weekend, so I'm gonna read a little bit more of it before I go to bed tonight, and then I'm gonna try and finish it tomorrow. That is my goal. And I also started Crashing the A-List. I haven't gotten super far in this. I actually don't even think I marked where it was. Either way, I've read like the first chapter of this. I mentioned that in my clip coming back from the doctor's office, but I am really liking this so far. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not gonna like try and finish this weekend, but I'm glad that I finally started it because I've been curious about whether or not I was gonna like it at all, but I'm really vibing with the writing style, so that is a good sign. By the way, if you don't know what any of these books are about, or if you just wanted to like see what my TBR is, I talk about them all in my June reading plans video, so I'll link that down below. And then I also started, actually this was my last book on my TBR that I didn't think I was gonna get to this month at all. I finally started Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by Lori Godleb. I made it to chapter 8, so I'm about 50 pages into this, and I've been listening to the audiobook because I was just in the car for 4 hours, so I was just listening to the audiobook. But it's very interesting because this book is written by a therapist who goes through this like really traumatic breakup, so she starts seeing a therapist, and it's very like conversational and just kind of entertaining to hear about her life, but also it's very interesting like the little insights into therapy that she talks about and kind of like what therapists look for and how they're trained and stuff, because she's like talking to her therapist and in her head she like knows what he's looking for or like why he's asking certain things, so it's just kind of interesting. So yeah, that's really all I have to update you on. I had such good intentions with this vlog. I really wanted to get so much reading done, but life happens. However, I do have my live show for An Ember in the Ashes going up on Patreon. Not going up, like doing on Patreon tomorrow. And so that's another thing that I did today, was like sat down and listed out all of my talking points in this very long note on my phone so I could be prepared. So I have been trying to be productive this weekend despite everything else, but hopefully tomorrow, I think I'm just gonna be home all day tomorrow. And besides my live show, and I kind of want to try and film at least one video tomorrow, I'm really just gonna try and read. So hopefully we'll get some better content tomorrow. Oh, also, I actually posted a video today, so I have managed to do some productive things from my car. I had my favorite books of the year so far video go up today, so if you missed that, I'll have that link down below where I just talk about all of the great things that I've read so far this year. I think it's a pretty fun video. Good morning everybody, happy Sunday. I feel like every clip that I have filmed has been in this spot so far. It's about 10 a.m. I've been very productive this morning. I've spent the last couple of hours like cleaning up, doing laundry and stuff, and I've been listening to the audiobook of Maybe You Should Talk to Someone while I did that, so I would at least make some reading progress. I did make some progress last night also with 100 Days of Sunlight. I'm now 56% of the way through, so I read a good 7% last night, which is not nothing. I haven't showered or gotten ready or anything yet because I'm about to work out. I'm just downing an energy drink first. But yeah, that's basically my plan. I want to work out and then I'm gonna get ready and stuff and get set up for my live show. That's not until 3 o'clock, so I have some time. Obviously get some reading done. My dad is actually outside right now working on opening the pool. I didn't know if we were gonna open it this year because it's almost July and it still hasn't been opened, but he's working on that right now, so if it gets ready I might take my book outside and lay by the pool and get some reading done this afternoon, so that would be very nice. And then it's Sunday and I've work tomorrow, so I do need to kind of get things set up for the week as well. So I'm hoping today is going to be a very productive day. Hello, I just finished my workout, just got out of the shower. I had such a good workout. My whole body is like still shaking. I know some of you are just here for my book content, so you probably don't care, but for those of you who were like super into my college vlogs and asked about my fitness stuff, let me know if you want a video on like my current at-home workout routine, because I've been doing the same thing and it's such a good workout. Like my whole body is shaking and my heart rate is still up a ton. It's a really good hard workout and it doesn't need any equipment or anything. So if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, let me know. But now I'm gonna get ready because like I said, it's 12 o'clock and I have my live show at 3 and I'm gonna see if I can squeeze in filming a formal video before that. But I'm also excited because I recently got a bunch of new makeup to try and I haven't tried any of it yet. So I got the Too Faced Hangover Primer, but I'm not using this today because I got a sample of the Glossier priming moisturizer, so I'm using that. And the reason why I got a sample of the Glossier stuff is because I ordered a bunch of stuff from Glossier and then they sent me stuff. I got the Perfecting Skin Tint. The reason why I wanted this, like my hands are shaking, can you see that? It's because this is supposed to be like the difference between like no makeup and wearing foundation. Like it's supposed to be like light coverage and it kind of blends into your skin. And so I wanted something more natural looking than like the full coverage foundation I've been wearing, so I'm gonna try this out. Then I also got the Boy Brow because I'm so tired of filling in my eyebrows. It's so annoying and time consuming, so I feel like this is gonna be fast, but it'll still like fill in my brows a little bit, so we'll see. And then I also got a lipstick. This is Generation G, I think is what it's called, and I got this like nice red color, so I'm excited to try that. I thought I also got something else. Oh, I also got, where are you? A tiny little trial version of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, because I feel like everyone likes this, but I didn't want to spend the full price on this just in case I didn't like it, so I got the little trial version on like, you know, the little bins at the end of Sephora before you check out. So I'm gonna try this and see if I like it. I don't really have a good concealer that I'm loving right now, so that's why I picked it up. I also, a couple of weeks ago, got a ton of new stuff from Elf, which is my favorite vegan and cruelty-free drugstore brand if you're looking for one. I got their primer, I got their eyelid primer, I got a lipstick, I got their pressed powder, I got their eyeliner, I also got their dewy setting spray. And this looks like a ton of stuff, but I swear to God, I got all of this for less than $20. That's how cheap Elf is. And it's like my favorite brand. Highly recommend if you needed some cruelty-free makeup. And then since this stuff is so cheap, I can splurge on things like my super expensive mascara. So yeah, that was a little tangent. Now I'm gonna get ready. Okay, first impressions, you can't really tell because the lighting is kind of bad, but I really like the skin tint. It feels really light on my face and it was a lot faster than doing my usual routine. And I think I like the boy brow too. I'm not sure how I feel about the lipstick. It feels like it might end up being drying, but other than that, I think I like all the new stuff. Okay, update. I just finished filming another video. It is now 1:50, so I have about an hour before my live show, but I got it all like scheduled and set up on my computer, which is good because at first I kind of struggled. I didn't really know how to do it. But I have been making progress and maybe you should talk to someone. I was listening to the audiobook while I was like getting ready and moving around and stuff. I'm in chapter 14 now. Yeah, so I'm like 100 pages into this so far. That's pretty good progress considering. Now I'm just gonna put away all of these books that I pulled out to film, and I don't know, I have like an hour to kill before this live show. That's like enough time that like I don't want to just sit here and wait, but that's like not enough time to go like really tackle something. So I guess maybe I'll just sit here and read. I've also kind of been editing some videos a little bit because my memory card filled up, so I might just upload the video that I just filmed and upload these vlog clips and get to editing that. Yeah. Okay, so I just finished my Patreon live show and I got a little bit of reading done beforehand. I'm now at 64% of 100 days of sunlight. I really wanted to finish this today. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I've also made some progress in maybe you should talk to someone, but I've pretty much decided there's no way in hell I'm finishing all of these books and also getting everything that I need to get done this weekend, but it's okay. I'm glad that I started them all and I'm interested in all of these books, so even if I finish them, you know, in the first week of July, it's really not anything of significance aside from being able to include them in one YouTube video or the other, which really does not matter. So now I need to finish up my laundry so I can find something to wear for work tomorrow. It's been like 95 degrees here for the past couple of days, so tomorrow's supposed to be a high of 80, which means I can actually wear like normal clothes and not die, so that's nice. And other than that, I'm gonna get my laundry done. I'm going to edit a little bit of that YouTube video that I filmed earlier. I was gonna try and film 2 today, but it's so cloudy and so dark. Like this is the natural lighting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like there's no light in here, so I might just put that off and film that after work one day. So I really just want to get some editing done, do my laundry, and do a little bit of reading. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. This keeps happening to me. I always feel like I'm forgetting something. I am so annoyed because I am currently importing the footage from this vlog and I talked for like 5 minutes reviewing this book and my battery died in the middle of it, so I just like got a new battery and continued filming thinking it would be fine, and apparently it just deleted the clip that I had been filming when the battery died after talking for 5 minutes straight. So I did like a full review of this book in this vlog, but I'm not gonna refilm all 5 minutes of me talking. I don't even remember what I said at this point. So if you want to hear my full thoughts on this book, it'll be in my wrap up for this month. I'm sorry about that. I've never had that happen before, so I don't really know why I did that, but I'm really annoyed. I just like totally reviewed this book and I realized I didn't tell you what it's about. I've talked about it in previous videos, so I figured you just knew. So I'm gonna insert this clip before the review of what this book is about. This book, I don't know if you can see the cover, is about a teenage girl who gets in a car accident with her grandmother and temporarily loses her sight. So she's blind for like 100 days. And so to cheer her up, her grandparents hire a typist to come over and type her poetry for her because she runs a blog, so she can keep up with it while she's still recovering. And the boy who takes the job is a teenage boy who is her age, and he lost his legs in an accident, but he doesn't want her to know, so she'll treat him normally. And it's about their budding relationship and him trying to help her get back on her feet after this accident. So that's what the book is about. It kind of came across as like a message book, to the point where sometimes it felt like it was preaching at me and it was trying to shove its message down my throat, which I really don't like. That really turns me off in a book. I don't think it was like meant to be that way, but it came across that way at times, so that really squandered my enjoyment at some points. I just said I wasn't gonna review this book here, but here we go. So yeah, overall it was cute and wholesome, but there's just so many things about it that I had issues with that kept pulling me out of this story because I kept getting distracted by them. So overall, yeah, I'll probably give it like a 2.5, maybe a 3 out of 5 stars. If that does sound like your cup of tea, it was really cute and you'll probably enjoy it, but yeah, those are my thoughts. So yeah, now that I finished the book, I'm really happy with my reading progress. I got more done this week. I finished 2 books this weekend. I got a good chunk of the way through one and I started another, so I might listen to the audiobook of Maybe You Should Talk to Someone a little bit more tonight, but I still have some clean laundry to put away and just kind of get ready for work tomorrow. So with that said, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this weekend. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. Make sure to let me know down in the comments what you guys are currently reading. I would be super interested to know. If you're new here and you want to subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. I put up at least 2 new videos every single week. I think you guys know the drill by now. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Follow me on social media, all of that good stuff, and I will just see you guys in my next video very, very soon. Bye.
So hit me. So hit me. So hit me. First a confession. With you, I feel a connection. With